According to the Old Testament, there is a giant creature in the ocean's depths. His name is Leviathan. According to the sacred text of Jews and Christians, like all creatures that walk on land, fly in the air, and swim in the waters, Leviathan was also one of God's creations. This creature is described in the book of Job, where God himself describes this colossal monster. The beast resembles a huge marine dragon. Men would be consumed by fear whenever they spotted him. No man is brave enough to dare to awaken such a creature, since the idea of defeating it would be nothing but an illusion. God himself describes the mighty Leviathan as a colossal creature.
The two-headed creature from the depths of Lancashire tried to fuck with our production, I'll deduct a hand from you. Dragon of the sea, a beast of biblical stature, appeared from the deep sea to bring on the rapture. Tower over cities like New York and Tokyo, tearing at the sound system, leaving with no audio. Lip syncing, bitching by the in-house mixing, saying to your mates that it needs fixing. Take a step back, cause it's never worth risking. Make you feel modest like a mouse in my kitchen. Set up all the traps like the game and there's no switching side, so you better run and hide while you can. Under pressure, like revising for exams when you left it far too late and now you need to cram. You step into the hall and your hand starts to cramp. Put in all the effort yet you never stood a chance. Stepped up to the plate and beat the shit out of Kong. Roll a joint to celebrate 200 feet long. And if you take the piss I might just respond. You'll see a tidal wave popping out of a pond. I'm Louise Belcher and you're Mr. Frond. Smack you around the head with a bong or use a stick like a gong. I promise you this, it'll hurt you more than me. Hunt you through the forest while you're clinging to a tree. You're the prey and I am the predator. Time to take it out like a newspaper editor. It's a sad existence like a redditor and no one will remember you. Fuck that, no one's gonna recognize your face once I dismember you.
Whatever happens, don't let him get on the second shift. What are you talking about? Keep him on this planet.
Had sex with a T-Rex erect in the head. I'm too sexy like Right said Fred. Spread got made, now I only make bread. Rapping like a wrecking volley, raps are dead. Dead right son, put your head to bed. Not even big four could walk what I tread. Believed in dreams, dreams turned to death. Got lost in Loch Ness, now I need to get fed. Looking kinda spooky, me Godzilla, you Godsuki, fruity, loopy, couldn't give a fluky. I was bumping out Biggie when you mostly wet your poopies, till it's all just snort when I talk on mic. Mind of an alien, I live in the sky. My oh my, I'm a hell of a guy. Rolling like Hellboy, I'm fly.
King Ghidorah, take me to your subordinates, and while we're on the way, could you show me where the toilet is? Travel through the ocean, locked into your coordinates. There's a story to this shit, and I'm spoiling it. Where the eyebrow like a chain. Get out of the way before this amulet obtains enough radiation to sustain the coming of the final days, the end times, tearing out a page of the Necronomicon. The papers to blaze, how it goes on and on until the world sets ablaze. Paper trail leads back to the greatest of monsters, getting fucked up, smoking warheads like a cigar to a mob. Still the whole world's in danger once we mob ya. This is a final space jammer with the monsters. Got some creatures at the ready with even more bars. Give you a feel for whose crew is really in charge. CLC every day till we reach Mars.
Look,
I drag you leagues underwater. Man eats meat but gets swallowed by Cthulhu and tortured. Hop across the Cherno borders. Wolves might clock you when they peer round corners. And there's always more, but no a succubus with 7 horns, doing up some medieval devil porn. Dick stab the ocean like Godzilla and sink a man of war. Tsunami on the shore. This my rain of fire, I'm a dragon from the north. Survivor of evolve while the earth gets scorched. Fuck you rappers, I'm a spice lord on the rack, cause all I know is move the package. Laser on the shack, shoot a hole through the planet. Goblin mode, I didn't give a fuck, I lost my soul in a pot of gold. Fell in love with how it glows, under light I got a powdered nose like I'm snuffing coke.
Stalked by strange creatures that are half man and half beast. Now, the island of Dr. Moreau, starring Burt Lancaster as the evil genius who creates new life forms. Michael York as the shipwrecked sailor who becomes his ultimate experiment. Don't miss the island of Dr. Moreau, Certificate A, now at the Rialto and from Sunday at selected key cinemas in London.
CQ, this is Engine Operations Harvest Leader to Harvest Base. Repeating, I'm calling for Engine Operations Harvest Leader, seeking Engine Harvest Base. Go ahead, Harvest. Yeah, the operation has suffered severe casualties, and the survivors are now in mortal danger. I need you to send rescue immediately. Our coordinates here.
One step to the next, I'm out for an escape. I faked my death at 8, showing up late to the infirmary. Hospital notes say that I murdered me, and as they check for a heartbeat, I grab and squeeze the doctor's throat to attract the choke. I'm scoping hallways in a white robe for days. Phased out hospital staff keep handing me pills as they say, this will keep your head safe. I'm speaking in deranged tunes on a loop, feeling like a loon in a bin. Can you stop talking to me? I heard you once, you win. Finish a line, then write it again. A minute by the second, when will this end? I'm spinning like a record, slit my wrist with a checkered letter that says I've been released for the better. I'm not leaving till all these freaks go with me.
What am I? We are not like you.
To the House of Pain!
What are we?
I'll be punished!
What am I? We are not like you.
To the House of Pain!
What?
Pain!
Deserted, trying to make it off Moreau's island. I've been witness to enough of this to desire my own retiring. Broke the rules that I align with. House of Pains where I'm residing. Astral planes, they shift and pile on. Feel the switching states. Everything at stake, seeing those creatures shifting shapes, reverting back from whence it came, in case it may. Act in natural ways. This slow crawling feeling starts to weigh on my frame. Cause this is not a game. Like Rampage, struggle to keep them at a stain. Feel it in my throat again, rising up into no end. Being spliced and forced to blend. None shall pass. Repeat it over in my head in the hopes that it could mend. And discrepancies append to the list. Kickstart evolution from a claw to a fist. When you're suffocated by these rules that run the risk.
I'll be punished!
What am I? We are not like you.
To the House of Pain!
What are we? What am I? We are not like you.
To the House of Pain!
What are we?
What is the law? Not to go on all fours. That is the law. What is the law? Not to hunt other men. That law has been broken. He who breaks the law shall be punished. Back to the House of Pain. Back to the House of Pain.
Leviathan was published in 1651.
In a tricky situation, a single twitch and you'll be facing the ground. Provided by the law at high demand. No individual purpose, no Ayn Rand. 3 points stipulated and a hand. The laws that they set but don't partake in, just plan. The judge is to judge us and provide us with a sense of fairness. But now it's feeling like nobody has heard us. The executive power to enforce these laws and skirt us. They can take your lands off of your hands if you're careless. How come London always ends up with a surplus? I don't recall signing over my rights or my privacy, but the eye in the sky sees what I can't see. I'm inclined to be, yeah, skeptical of everything. Certain institutions have provoked what they're getting, and it's more than just a contract.
Social contract theory says that people live together in society in accordance with an agreement that establishes moral and political rules of behavior. Some people believe that if we live according to a social contract, we can live by our own choice.
More than just a contract, armed to the teeth like some lombags. Whilst we worry over small stuff with our contacts, friends and family couldn't get in contact through this COVID shit, and I can't get beyond that. I kept it liberal like a Democrat and did fuck all. Got a pat on the back for staying inside, worrying online, finding odd ways to help pass the time. Yet on the other hand, I was worried too. Some are more susceptible, and it's down to you, or down to me is what I mean. People dying around the village, but they're screaming to be free, if that's what you can call it. All the while, our system's being drained down the toilet. Yeah, all the while, our system's being drained down the toilet.
To what extent should we patiently obey rulers, especially those who are not very good? And to what extent should we start revolutions and depose governments in search of a better world? The work for which we chiefly remember Hobbes, Leviathan, was published in 1651. It is the most definitive, persuasive, and eloquent statement ever produced as to why one should obey government authority, even of a very imperfect kind, in order to avoid the risk of chaos and bloodshed.
No need for stressing, fate looking depressing. Brought it all into question. A caricature of my anger and obsession. Draw it like a Smith & Wesson.
Green rules everything around me. Bud makes some money, dollar bills, y'all. H.A.S.H rules everything around me. Bud makes some money, dollar bills, y'all. Green rules everything around me. Bud makes some money, dollar bills, y'all. H.A.S.H rules everything around me. Bud makes some money, dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah, green rules everything, Bud makes the money. The world's looking funny, sell your belongings just to take an ounce or something. Almost enamored by the substance, dividing families like a hammer to some poor kids. Parents more invested in the weed than the love. Some can hardly seem to see the trees for the woods when times are feeling rough. Lighting up a couple joints at once to keep the lungs tough. Saving every penny just to spend it all at once on a rainy day, when the dark clouds won't dissipate, not feeling so grey. The sky and the mind both equally grey. Filling up the ashtray to the brim, hide under the fog so that you can never win. Begin it all again, never break the cycle, repeat it day in, like a Catholic to sin.
Green rules everything around me. Bud makes some money, dollar bills, y'all. H.A.S.H rules everything around me. Bud makes some money, dollar bills, y'all. Green rules everything around me, but make some money, dollar bills, y'all. Hash rules everything around me, but make some money, dollar bills, y'all.
Some use it for every single issue, an excuse for misuse. Hard to stay alert in the smog when it hits you. Fiending with every mental fibre and tissue. Synapses rewired to permit to. Any actions, dopamine reissued. Like a comic book, you got every issue. Collect them all up, till there's no one left to miss you. With anything at the same time, it's nothing like heroin. Doesn't work for everyone, for some minds it's heroin, narrowing that tunnel vision further, escape from reality but also from your purpose. And the shit can make you nervous, no cure is perfect, there's benefits and side effects. Any little helps when others are breathing down your neck. Gotta treat you with respect, like Rastafarian rituals used for an effect. Helps me keep my head in check, lifts the anxiety from saying shit I might regret. Deal with the day in a way that I can understand. They're my own biggest fans, so cheering from the stands. I can finally get around those mental blockades, regain control of my own brain.
Green rules everything around me, but make some money, dollar bills, y'all. Hash rules everything around me, but make some money, dollar bills, y'all. Green rules everything around me, but make some money, dollar bills, y'all. Hash rules everything around me, but make some money, dollar bills, y'all.
I shall sketch only the salient highlights in a formless, rambling way. Myth or otherwise, the sculptures told of the coming of those star-headed things to the nascent, lifeless Earth out of cosmic space. Their coming, and the coming of many other alien entities, such as at certain times embark upon spatial pioneering. They seemed able to traverse the interstellar ether on their vast membranous wings, thus oddly confirming some curious hill folklore long ago told me by an antiquarian colleague. They had lived under the sea a good deal, building fantastic cities and fighting terrific battles with nameless adversaries.
To no one but the CLC. The creative process must be truly free from all constraints, any bias. Pressure tends to fuck the system up like a virus. Bunch of Goo Goo dolls can't even look us in the iris. I apply the iris science, gave evidence and no denying. Please let me testify, getting tea off on my client, let me rectify any circumstance that I've inspired that may have been negatively wired. Tunes are sick and tired, so I brought in the Leviathan. I'm taking all your shit, even petrol's getting siphoned. You saw me the snake and I'm a python. What's the difference between us? About a mile, son. Putting up with mediocre shit is getting tiresome. Lighting up a pipe bomb beneath your feet like Oprah. Better check under your seat. I plan it out discreet, solid as concrete. Go over your head like Jeffrey in the Fresh Prince. Turn any competition into beef mince. The best in the scene, that plainly being a nuisance. Like 50 Cent, giving out his 2 pence. Food for thought, hungry for more. At the top of the mountains, begging for a rescore. On my hands and knees as my brain soars. 100 miles by the minute. Felt the impact before I even hit it. Before I even hit it. quiet, bring the static. Noises in my head getting erratic. Got an alien trapped up in the attic. Supplies me with the green, he does my timestamps and track lists. I'm controlling all the beats with my mind like Luke when he practiced. I tried to use a force but I'm backwards, man. Tom Green with a mic in my hand. Here to take a stand and roam these arid lands. Can I kick it? Maybe next time shit falls out my memory and I run out of rhymes. Couldn't hack the next line or the one after that. Purely rambling on like a prat. Perhaps the message has already been spoken. Take this final piece of the puzzle as a token.
Leviathan is a primeval sea serpent that encircles the earth with its body. Some Babylonian artwork often depicts a giant serpent coiled around the earth in a circle, serving as its foundations. Can you pull Leviathan with a fishhook, or tie its tongue down with a rope? Can you put a cord through its nose or pierce its jaw with a hook? Will it keep begging you for mercy? Will it speak to you with gentle words? If you lay a hand on it, you will remember the struggle and never do it again. Any hope of subduing it is false. The mere sight of it is overpowering. No one is fierce enough to rouse it. Who then is able to stand against me? Who has a claim against me that I must pay?
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
You don't have the rhyming faculty that I have. The one white lad in the triad. Try my hand and I'm applying. Simon says syndrome to your mind when you seem to find the droid that you're looking for. Send your pack in searching out another bloke. In another part of the cosmos, turn around and that's when the alarm goes. Taking down armfuls with my bare claws, leaving scratch marks in the walls. Terrified, they've got statues in great halls to remember the days that I came before. Blazing nuclear warheads, see me in the distance, now you're wishing you were dead. Get it over quick to escape the dread. Heavy with the shit like the break from Amen. Impeach the king, yeah, take off his head. Tearing down buildings as I walk on ahead. Absorbing gunfire like I must love the lead. Atomic breath out their mouth, killing off your men. No army could attain the potential that I'll reach. Pharoah Monch on the beat like a stampede. What's with these anti-hip-hop artists claiming they're the hardest? Jumping for a lyric but you can't touch the bar even on a lower rung. Roll them up in papers and smoke them down the lungs. Funny like scary movie without the wires on. Time I hit the gong, that's the wrong one. You shit like the films after 2 and 1. Unoriginal, trying to chomp on my style that'll knock your fucking teeth like a kid from Rock Wild, looking evil with a smile. I can see for miles, selecting who's next. That could take a little while. Protect your jewels, your neck, and Jaguar jet. Doesn't matter who's a vet. Devour competition with no gravy, and yet Simon says that you'll gravely regret. So give it up and run like a space cadet.
Make the Lord very nervous. All right. I'm burning now. Hellfire is burning me alive.
Hot sex with a T-Rex erect in the head. I'm too sexy like Right said Fred. Spread got made, now I only make bread. Rapping like a wrecking ball, rappers are dead. Dead right, son, put your head to bed. Not even Big Four could walk what I tread. Believed in dreams, dreams turned to death. Got lost in Loch Ness, now I need to get fed. Looking kinda spooky, me Godzilla, you Godsuki, fruity, loopy, couldn't give a fuki. I was bumping out Biggie when you moves to what your poopies did. It's all just love when I talk on my mind of an alien, I live in the sky. My oh my, I'm a hell of a guy. Rolling like Hellboy, I'm fly.
How do you like it? Oh girl, how does it feel? How do you like it?
Captain Ghidorah, take me to your subordinates, and while we're on the way, could you show me where the toilet is? Travel through the ocean, locked into your coordinates. There's a story to this shit, and I'm spoiling it, where the eyebrow like a chain. Get out of the way before this amulet obtains enough radiation to sustain the coming of the final days, the end times, tearing out a page of the Necronomicon. The papers to blaze, how it goes on and on until the world sets ablaze. Paper trail leads back to the greatest of monsters, getting fucked up, smoking warheads like a cigar to a mobster. The whole world's in danger once we mob ya. This is a final space jammer with the monsters. Got some creatures at the ready with even more bars. Give you a feel for whose crew is really in charge. CLC every day till we reach Mars.
Look, I drag you leagues underwater. Man eats meat but gets swallowed by Cthulhu and tortured. Up across the Chernobyl borders. Wolves might clock you when they peer round corners. And there's always more, another succubus with 7 horns, doing up some medieval devil porn. Dick stab the ocean like Godzilla and sink a man of war. Tsunami on the shore. This my rain of fire, I'm a dragon from the north. Survivor evolve while the earth gets scorched. Fuck you rappers, I'm a spice lord on the rackers. All I'll always move the package. Laser on a shack, shoot a hole through the planet. Goblin mode, I didn't give a fuck, I lost my soul in a pot of gold. Fell in love with how it glows under light, I got a powdered nose like I'm snuffing cold.
Oh girl, how does it feel? How do you like it? Oh please, tell me for real. How do you like it? Oh girl, how does it feel? How do you like it? Girl, I burn into blaze when you call my name. Do you feel the same? Tell me, how does it feel?
In a tricky situation, a single twitchy you'll be facing the ground. Provided by the law at high demand, no individual purpose, no Ayn Rand, 3 points stipulated and a hand. The laws that they set but don't partake in just plan. The judges to judge us and provide us with a sense of fairness. But now it's feeling like nobody has heard us. Executive power to enforce these laws and skirt us. They can take your lands off of your hands if you're careless. How come London always ends up with a surplus? I don't recall signing over my rights or my privacy, but the eye in the sky sees what I can't see. I'm inclined to be, yeah, skeptical of everything. Certain institutions have provoked what they're getting, and it's more than just a contract. Armed to the teeth like some lombags. Whilst we worry over small stuff with our contacts, friends and family couldn't get in contact through this COVID shit, and I can't get beyond that. I kept it liberal like a Democrat and did fuck all. Got a pat on the back for staying inside, worrying online, finding odd ways to help pass the time. Yet on the other hand, I was worried too. Some are more susceptible, and it's down to you, or down to me is what I mean. People dying around the village, but they're screaming to be free, if that's what you can call it. All the while, our system's being drained down the toilet. Yeah, all the while, our system's being drained down the toilet.
Arthur, King of the Britons. Whose castle is that? King of the who? The Britons. Who are the Britons? We all are. We are all Britons. And I am your king.
Didn't know we had a king. I thought we were all collective.
You're fooling yourself. We're living in a dictatorship, a self-perpetuating autocracy in which the working classes...
Oh, there you go, bringing class into the gang.
That's what it's all about. If only people would...
Please, good people.
Who is your lord?
We don't have a law.
What? I told you. We're an anarcho-syndicalist commune. We take it in turns to act as a sort of executive officer for the week.
Yes.
But all the decisions of that officer have to be ratified in a special bi-weekly meeting.
Yes, I see.
By a civil majority in the case of purely internal affairs.
Be quiet.
But by a 2/3 majority in the case of more...
Be quiet. I order you to be quiet. Order? Who does he think he is?
I am your king.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
You don't vote for kings.
everything, bud, make some money. The world's looking funny, sell your belongings just to take an ounce or something. Almost enamored by the substance, dividing families like a hammer to some poor kids. Parents more invested in the weed than the love. Some can hardly seem to see the trees for the woods when times are feeling rough. Lighting up a couple joints at once to keep the lungs tough. Saving every penny just to spend it all at once on a rainy day when the dark clouds won't dissipate. Not feeling so great, the sky and the mind both equally grey. Filling up the ashtray to the brim, hide under the fog so that you can never win. Begin it all again, never break the cycle, repeat it day in, like a Catholic to sin. Some use it for every single issue, an excuse for misuse. Hard to stay alert in the smog when it hits you. Fiending with every mental fibre and tissue. Synapses rewired to permit to any actions, dopamine reissued. Like a comic book, you got every issue. Collect them all up till there's no one left to miss you. Has to be a balance, a line to walk with anything at the same time. It's nothing like heroin, doesn't work for everyone. For some minds it's heroin, narrowing that tunnel vision further. Escape from reality but also from your purpose, and the shit can make you nervous. No cure is perfect, there's benefits and side effects. Any little helps when others are breathing down your neck. Gotta treat you with respect, like Rastafarian rituals used for an effect. Helps me keep my head in check. Lifts the anxiety from saying shit I might regret. Deal with the day in a way that I can understand. Now my own biggest fans stood cheering from the stands. I can finally get around those mental blockades, regain control of my own brain.
CQ, this is Engine Operations Harvest Leader to Harvest Base. Repeating, I'm calling for Engine Operations Harvest Leader, seeking Engine Harvest Base. Go ahead, Harvest. Yeah, the operation has suffered severe casualties, and the survivors are now in mortal danger. I need you to send rescue immediately. Our coordinates here.
sword. That is the law. What is the law? Not to hunt other men. Back up. Law has been broken. He who breaks the law shall be punished. Back to the house of pain. Back to the house of pain.
Social contract theory says that people live together in society in accordance with an agreement that establishes moral and political rules of behavior. Some people believe that if we live according to a social contract, we can live by our own choice. Especially those who are not very good, and to what extent should we start revolutions and depose governments in search of a better world? The work for which we chiefly remember Hobbes, Leviathan, was published in 1651. It is the most definitive, persuasive and eloquent statement ever produced as to why one should